Hey folks, Quillian here, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play for Stellaris! We are going to be featuring the Utopia expansion this one. We're on patch 1.6.1. It's been a while since we played Stellaris here. I've played a little bit offline, but not much. It's still, of the Paradox games, one of the ones that I've played the least. And a big part of that is because it still had a bit of that problem in the mid-game, feeling a little bit not quite right. But also, I found out, because I've actually played a little bit offline, that I actually have been enjoying it a lot more when I haven't been recording it. It took me a little while to figure out why that might be the case, and I think the reason is, when I am recording a Let's Play, I always feel like stuff has got to be happening. We got to go to war all the time, we got to do this, we got to do that, and that's not actually the most exciting and interesting part of Stellaris, I think. I think I had the same sort of discovery with CK2, Crusader Kings 2. Especially with all the expansions that were added in, CK2 is not about conquering the world. It's about having fun role-playing this character and having horrible things happen, good things happen, whichever, but it's not about the conquest, it's about the story. And I found that I've been having a lot of fun here in Stellaris when I haven't been looking to be super duper expansive. So we are going to look into that. I don't know if we're literally going to be pacifists or not in terms of an empire trait. I don't know if we literally are or not in terms of how we're going to play the game. We'll see. Assuming we have enough living space for our, base society here, I may not stress too much about things, but we're going to see how it goes. Now, what I want to do here is figure out probably traits or government. Probably the government first. Now, one of the things that I quite like about this redo, now, it is very tempting to play hive-minded. Because it's actually quite cool and very, 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 very different kind of gameplay. But I think I'm going to leave it off because it turns off a few too many different gameplay elements. And I think we still want to feature those. I think that hive-minded is going to be a lot of fun, but I think we're going to hold off on that. Now, what I was thinking about doing is there are things. Here we go. Okay, so pacifist gives you more core sectors. I want to go with a big core sector count. Now, the funny thing is, I've actually always liked the, what do you call it? Like, is it the, not the sector, when you create, like, your sort of your vassal state within your colony, so that they control some of your planets because you've hit your core sector limit, then I've always enjoyed that system. I thought it was quite cool, a little hands-off, but at the same time, I think with this run, it's going to be a lot more fun to sort of manage a lot of planets. Again, we may not go super wide. We're going to go wide enough to cap out our sector count. Now, you can get a bunch more from going pacifist. You also get a lot of unity, which is quite good. I don't remember if any of these others give you any of that. I like the more border range. It's always a lot of fun, actually. We might, xenophobe pacifists, that might actually be, oh, hold on. Where is, I like this a lot. No, not that one. The one where you can make robots. You start with robots. Hold on. Shadow Guilds, Mining Guild, Architecture. No, it's probably one of these grayed out ones. Technocracy? More research alternatives? No. One of these. Mechanist, right here. Mechanist gives you the ability, it starts with 4 of your pops being robots. You can build robots right away, and there's cheaper robot maintenance. I want this. So I need at least 1 degree of materialist over here. Oh, that's even more robot maintenance cost decrease, and a boost to research speed, which is very nice. We go full AI rights. That sounds like, do we go like pacifist materialists? Lots of core sectors. That is kind of tempting. And then, yeah, we can take Mechanist. What else are we going to take? Leader skills is always good. It's actually always really good. I like the research alternatives. Less unrest. Consumer good. More influence. I mean, influence is a powerful thing. Farms produce unity. So the unity is one of the new resources that you accrue in, is it in Utopia? Again, one of the things is most of the time I've spent in Stellaris, and it wasn't a lot, but most of it was spent in the vanilla 1.0 release or the pre-release. So there's a lot of stuff here I'm like, but I'm pretty sure that Unity was added in Utopia, and that's what you use to buy your, I don't know, your civics? No, I don't remember what they call them. Traditions? Something like that. Faction influence game, efficient bureaucracy. There you go. 2 more core systems. We could go that way. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff that can be taken. A lot of good stuff. including some really like funky, cool options down here. Even more unity. Corporate dominion sounds like a lot of fun. More energy generation. Yeah. This syncretic evolution is quite cool. Second species forms an integral part of the society. They are big, strong, and most of them have the intelligence of a particularly dim-witted child. Ancient wars have culled their species of their most aggressive tendencies, leaving them quite servile. Start with 4 pops being of another subservient species. And that you can probably, like, expand around with. I think I'm going to be okay with this. I guess one of the questions is, what government do we choose? So, inherited... dictatorial, oligarchic. I mean, we can choose some different options over here depending on our government type. Maybe oligarchic. So we don't have to have the elections too often, because I actually find the pop-ups of that kind of annoying. So I think we're going to go that way. Now, what is our species going to look like? I think I want to try this species. That's quite cool. I don't know if they've got a name for these portraits, not on the mouse over, but I think these are like, I don't think I've played as them before, and I think they look kind of interesting. I was looking at the portraits before we started, and so I think that's what I'm going to do over here. All right, species name. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. I mean, do we just want to be like the Quillian Empire, the Quillian state? Like, I feel like this is a big quasi... It's not a bureaucratic state, though, because it's so centralized. I don't know. I guess it's more of a central bureaucracy, right? Less independent sector governors, more centralized bureaucracy. Maybe that's, you know, the Quillian bureaucracy. Everything's about just paperwork and organizing. We're like the Vogons from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, only less disgustingly ugly. So, is the plural the same? Oh, this is the name of the species. Sorry, this is not the empire. Hold on. Empire name is the Quillian bureaucracy. Can I copy and paste in here? No. Okay, that's fine. Empire name is the Quillian bureaucracy. Bureaucracy. I think that's spelled right. Bureaucrats. Bureaucratic. Bureaucratic ships. Yeah, bureaucratic ships. There we go. Okay. So, our species name then. I mean, we could just be the Quillians again. Whoa. Okay. Quillians. And I guess Quillian could be the adjective as well. A Quillian ship. Yeah, sure, that's fine. All right, name list. Just one of the humanoid ones. What's humanoid 4? Strike Force, Medusa, Watchtower, Prophecy. What's like... I like these fleet names. These sound very bureaucratic. Kind of dig that. Maybe the mammalian one here. Let's go mammalian 3. No, not 3. Exocorp, Astral Corpse, Battle Corp. No, humanoid 2. I mean, we can rename the fleets as well, but... Alright, traits. We haven't picked any of those. We don't know what kind of world we're going to be on either. Although, I might just take Continental World. Because it makes no difference, right? In terms of gameplay. And then it's just a little bit more intuitive while you play. So... if we're bureaucrats, what does that mean for us? I mean, maybe we're intelligent, maybe we're more just industrious, although that's a mineral output more than anything else. I do kind of like adaptive, because we can just, we don't have to, if we're maybe not being super aggressive, right? If we're pacifists, if we're adaptive, we can make more out of the houses that we've got, the houses, the planets that we've got. So that's one option. I also like messing with their age and different things like that. So what are we going to take for our people? I mean, sedentary. I mean, there's a lot of paperwork if you want to move around. That's going to be okay. Are we just considered to be repugnant after all that? Fleeting is super short-lived. Although the thing is, there's a lot of tech that you can use to offset this, so it's not that bad. No concept of frugality. I mean, wasteful could just be the government waste. Right? It's not that they have no concept of frugality and are prone to useless consumption. It's more like there's so much overhead for everything that we do. I kind of like that. Sudbury is kind of annoying. I don't know how bad this is going to be. The consumer goods cost? That just means more energy, like, consumption, right? I think. I don't know. I think thematically it fits. So we could pick 2 more traits. I mean, I could take a -1 and a +1. So those are ones I can't take. Let's see. I don't think we're charismatic. I don't think that fits. Communal might be okay. I don't know. We might go with the way we are here rather than take another negative trait to pick things. I think I kind of like this. Okay. We can probably just randomize our first name. Coordinator is actually a great name for this. Air title. Oh, there's no air, so we can't, like, name one. But yeah, coordinator I like. I was going to put for the air title, I was going to say assistant to the coordinator. Not assistant coordinator, just assistant to the coordinator. There we go. We're going to start off being purple. I think this room is going to be fine. And I think the clothing gets randomized. There, I kind of like this one. That's good. Okay, homeworld name. Head office, headquarters. Central office. The star system name is... I mean, maybe the star system just has a random name, although... We'll call this one the headquarters, with the central office being one of the planets in there. I may not keep up this sort of naming mechanism for our expansion, although perhaps we will do that for any other planets that we settle in our homeworld. Starting solar system, random is fine, and yeah, I do like the new planet picker here. So there's a total of 9 different biomes now, and I like dry, wet, frozen, and then down here, that's like, I don't know, quite funky. I mean, we could go drier, but no, I'm just going to go ahead for continental world. I'm very happy with that. Very happy with that. All right, next. City appearance. I think Mammalian City is fine. It's more squarish than a lot of the others, so it looks maybe more bureaucratic. So Mechanist, efficient bureaucracy. I mean, we just have our computers helping us, you know, go to work. A little bit materialist. We're pacifists because the paperwork for going to war is just so annoying. And yeah, people who become the head bureaucrat, they hold that position until they retire. That's all there is to it. So Quillian bureaucracy, we're bureaucratic. Our flag should be like it's like a square or something. Maybe something like this, almost like a bookmark. I think I kinda... This has got a push pin? Oh, it's an axe. But you know how the top kind of looks like just like push pin or something like that? This is pretty squarish. Okay, do I want this one or that one? I think this one. I think this one's most boring. Black background. And... I think I'm okay with this. Okay, next. Starting weapons. I want laser beams this time. I want hyperspace travel. And for ship appearance, I think the mammalian ships are fine. And kind of squarish. I like it. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Save. Yep, good. And go. So we're going to stay with a medium game here. We're not going to go to like a giant star system. We're not going to overpopulate the world. I want a little bit more room to just expand without having to fight too much. That's going to be okay. Max Fallen Empire, so there will be a couple of them. But yeah, I think I'm just going to leave everything be. Although I have to turn Iron Man off if we're going to do a Let's Play, because in case the recording goes bad, Endgame Crises are on. Advanced Neighbors being off. I think that's okay. I think that's okay. We'll just play normal difficulty. I'm totally happy with this. Okay. Basically the default settings here, and I think that's going to be very lovely for this game. Dun, 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 dun. In the eon since the first primitive Quillian communities took shape in the meadows and forests of Central Office, our civilization has spread and prospered. Unfortunately, our undisciplined mind minds were still prone to emotional outbursts that could sometimes lead to violence. As weapons became more deadly with each passing technological age, a complex system of government was devised, yes, very complex, was devised to protect our citizens from harmful elements, including themselves. Now, after the discovery of the hyperlane network, the finest minds of the Quillian bureaucracy have finished development of our first hyperdrives. The stars themselves are finally within our grasp. So we're going to go ahead and begin here. And let's take a look. Actually, what I'm going to do right away is just do a little save here. In case something goes wrong. I don't want to lose the race. Although I guess the race has been saved, so that's going to be okay. So we're quite close to the galactic center, sort of in the southwest of the galactic center over here. Did they change the border? I do have a couple of mods that is tweaking the look of the universe here. Just a couple of cosmetic mods. I will try to remember to list them in the description box down below. But yeah, just a couple of UI mods over here. I don't know if one of them was supposed to change the border, but it's quite distinct and I like it. Could just be our race color. That might just be what's messing with me here. Okay, so we are... Oh, are we on the closest planet to the sun? To the headquarters. All right. And it's actually a fairly busy home system. I'm liking it. All right, Mr. Science Ship, you are going to go ahead and you're going to start... do the whole survey of the system over there. That's going to be fine. Construction ship's probably going to be idle for a bit until we pop something. And our stellar fleet, I'm going to start with you guys. And I am going to get you to do a bit of a loop this way. Just to do a quick visit of these bad boys. See if there's any scary critters in there for our science ships. Not the most exciting thing to do right away, but that's okay. Like that, and like that. Okay, we've got a continental world over there, size 17. 22 size Arctic world, an air world. We are adaptable as well, so we're going to be able to settle a surprising number of things. Okay, tech. Yeah, this is one of the mods. Is like a 1080p resolution mods that you can see more things at once over here, which is just lovely. I think, so if we need more consumer goods, which is presumably under pop maintenance over here. Oh, no, that's minerals. Minerals is the consumer good soak. Okay, so we're going to be building a lot slower. I was going to say, we might want to prioritize fusion power plants. Although I think we might still want to do that. Either that or the solar panel network. They're both great ways to offset a lot of costs for things. I'll go ahead and get the power plants, because it's really nice to be able to build the better ones of those right away. Society research over here. Unlocking more influence early is probably what I'm looking for. Probably what I'm looking for. I don't necessarily need to run propaganda broadcasts, but the monthly influence is going to be hella useful. Level 2 mineral networks, especially with our mineral deficit, might be a priority. These are a little bit more expensive to run, but we're going to have better power plants for that as well. I don't think we have to rush towards the defense modules or the engineering facility over here. I mean, more tech is always good, but we need to be able to build it first. So I think that's going to be a really excellent start. You do have expertise in... that's not what I want to do. In rocketry, so you would be able to research this a little bit faster, but I don't think I'm interested in that. And you've got an expertise in particles, which we could do with the fusion reactor over here. But no, I'm pretty happy with my initial pick, even though these are not relevant. The resilience is going to be quite nice. Our little our science ship, what do you have as your trait? You are a roamer for faster survey speed. Right. They tend to get an appropriate trait for there. Okay, let's take a look at our planet over here. So right now, our planet governor, less unrest. Building speed is good. Cheaper buildings, excellent, wonderful. We're not going to run any edicts right now. Let's take a look. So we've got our population of robots over here. Oh, I love that. So do they get a bonus? They get a bonus to mining. They don't get a bonus to farming, but they do it perfectly fine. Fair amount of energy over here. Do we want to start by clearing a blocker or starting on a building somewhere? I might want to just save it for my construction ships. You know what? We'll wait until we see... Well, we can decide where the population goes, I suppose. Clearing this out could be... Well, it's not that costly. We could afford it and then start on a mine. That's probably what we want to do. And then get our population there. Okay, start clearing the slums. That's going to be fine. So we'll go ahead and unpause at this point. That's going to be okay. Anything else we should take a look at? Planets and sectors, policies and edicts, defensive wars, right? Food stockpiling. Why wouldn't you just have... Oh, right. Right. Because if you hit your stockpile limit, then it gets spread out to other planets. Yeah, so do you want to store more and be safer, or do you want to store less and get it spread to other planets a little sooner? We'll leave it at minimal for now, but we'll have to consider that. I do love the new food shark mechanic. I think that's huge and awesome. I love it. So we can't do forced resettlement, which I think is fine, probably happy. Peaceful is going to be okay. We're going to go with servitude or artificial intelligence. We might give them full rights later on, but that's a later thing. All species is good. Refugees welcome. Slavery prohibited. Purging is prohibited. That is us. We could do some focus over here, but I think I'm going to be happy to just... We get a discount on this? Coordinator Peric Fenn is giving us a discount on these things. Might not be a bad idea to do some focus, because you do end up with more points overall. It's a 10% boost overall if you're willing to spend the influence over here. On the other hand, we're going to want some of this for expansion. Although we don't have a ton of money. You know what? Let's run one of these for a while. It's going to be fine. What do we want to prioritize? How about the thing that gives us more influence? Just prioritize society for now. So it sort of starts paying for itself. I think that's going to be A-okay. So we'll slow down the others, but that's alright. Let's go to fast speed. Take a look around here. Alpine world. Okay. That's fine. We will want to build a colony ship soon, although it doesn't have to be right away. You got cleared. Excellent. So you're going to spawn there at some point, and you are going to... I guess if we did this, we would run low on money. So you know what? Just go ahead, after all, and build a power plant over here. Make sure we've got enough money to maintain whatever. We've just found our first mineable here. Maybe I should wait just in case there's a more potent one. No, it's fine. We're going to build this mining station right away. It'll cost us some money, but we're going to offset that with the power plant relatively soon. Oh, we got our first encounter. Alpha aliens. Capital somewhat understates how the alien these forces appear, and only in passing mentions the failure to open comms. Okay, hostile fleet. Are those space cows? Yeah. Alright, it's going to be fine. So you're still going around. That's good. Level 1 anomaly. That's the base risk. Sure, go ahead. Some form of radiation is in controlled bursts. Something's trying to communicate. Ah, okay. Let's take a look at that. Can't remember. Oh, this one just surveys faster. That's right. So no higher success rate or anything of that sort. But we're going to be okay. All right, let's increase the speed. I'm not going to build our fleet up quite yet. We will have to by the time we look to settle. Size 21 continental world. Okay, we're going to prioritize surveying that system probably. Cells. RX-2D2 is particularly hollow. Within its interior spaces sprawls a dense honeycomb structure crafted of some unknown alloy, housing alien genetic material. By all appearances, this is an archive of life. The genetic records from earlier civilization come and gone. Most of the DNA is hopefully degraded, but there is still much to learn. Fascinating. Did that give us Oh, it did. No, that's the alpha aliens. Didn't give us a new mission? Oh, okay. It's probably this. I didn't say anything in the pop-up, but it's... all, yeah. Okay. Oh, it's actually double tech on that one. I don't usually build the tech buildings early because I usually prioritize getting production rates and money. But it might be worth blasting this out quickly. That would be a huge boost to our tech. We actually might need to change our edicts around to focus on physics, actually, because I think it's going to be really important to finish the second tier energy buildings so we can upgrade a few things ASAP. Yeah, I don't think I can legitimately build this quite yet just because of money. If it was the physics one, then I think it would be a lot more likely that I would go and do that just because it would finish our energy producers a little faster. But right now we are running a little low on space bucks. Okay. Yeah, we'll check that out properly. Okay, so this fleet is totally done. So we're going to send you on a big mission to map this area here adjacent to the Shadow Nebula, which doesn't sound creepy at all. Although maybe I should take a look this way first to expand away from the galactic center so we're less likely to get sort of stuck up against a corner. All right, central office, you're still there. Now, I could do a little swap to get someone to work this a little sooner, but I don't think so. 18 or 36. Okay, so you're halfway. That's fine. We could build some extra robots too, but they're not super cheap. Actually, I think a lot of our money is going to that. That's probably what the pop maintenance actually is. I just realized. Yeah, pop maintenance is maintaining the robots. So we do have a little bit more of an energy deficit than we might normally in a game. So yeah, that's going to make it that... Oh, there we go. That much more important to go and build up these things. And yeah, I'm happy I switched the focus over to physics so that we can hopefully get a tiny little boost. Headquarter system has been fully surveyed. Our leader has gained a level. Excellent. We've got the idle science ship. So yeah, what I want you to do is I want you to go survey this system over here. It's not that close to our home area based on our hyperspace path. Although I think the influence cost is based on true distance. So it shouldn't be too hard to expand over here. It's nice big size. Hopefully it's got some sort of cool positive modifier. Now, I don't think our home planet's got any, right? It's just a capital world and that's about it. Okay, that's going to be fine. All right, you've been fully surveyed. You gain that level. We're still losing a little bit of dough, but that's okay. All right, let's go back to fastest speed and that's going to be fine. And you are building the energy headquarters over there. That's going to be okay. So yeah, we'll prioritize this just maybe for early colonization. Although maybe, since I'm not that close to building a colony ship, maybe I should have actually prioritized exploring the systems within my borders already. I'm not sure this one... No, it doesn't lie within my borders. So, because I was going to say, if I prioritize surveying this, I might be able to find more energy producers. So we have tradition available for something. Okay, so when you get enough unity, you can unlock a tradition of some type. And these give a variety of bonuses. You get a bonus right away for adopting it, and you will furthermore get a bonus for completing various steps, and for finishing the entire things as well. So the expansion one, for example, gives us even more core sectors, core systems over here. And our new colonies start with an additional pop, which sounds like a great way to get started early, and that's what I'm looking for. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of good tech stuff over here. Harmony sounds like the right sort of thing for us with the happiness. Prosperity is also really handy, but we're going to go ahead with expansion over here. I think it's a lovely way to get started. Boom. So we're going to do that. So then the cost per tradition goes up based on how many traditions you've got. But you're gonna have to keep prioritizing unity. All right, the construction ship is done the extra energy, so we're no longer losing any points. Okay, there's a great energy thing over here. I think. Okay, you know what? Cancel. Come back over here. You need to survey these systems first. I was wrong. We need to do this so that we can build up more things, because we can't afford to expand right now. We can't afford to expand right now because it's going to cost us a lot of energy to do that, and I don't really want to run a huge deficit. Although this will help. And next level energy station, you just kicked in. Excellent. And then you're going to go there next. Then probably what I will do is go ahead and... Building the Unity Monument is also really nice. We'll go ahead and queue up another power plant there. Energy is good. Only 10% failure risk. Let's go ahead and research that. Oh, I didn't read the description. My bad. Find a nice big energy stockpile for us, please and thank you. That's really what we're looking for here. That tech place is still really nice. And did we actually check the world out? What are you? Weak magnetic field, so less habitability, less growth speed. But a nice system. Ancient life pod. Giving us some society research. Withered remains of a reptilian alien clad in a resplendent uniform. Small picture of another individual, same race. Alright. Look at this, we already have a core limit of freaking 9. We have a very efficient bureaucracy set up for exactly this sort of thing. I guess I'll move the construction ship over here in the hope that, you know, something will work out. Oh, there we go. Build mining station. I noticed in the pop-up there was a mining station thing. I was like, what? And it's an energy one, so that's perfect. Okay, system survey complete, so you're going to move. So there's really not a lot in the system, but early on, these are the things we're looking for. Later on, like, the tech kind of becomes more appealing, but early on, especially the energy, especially given our robots. I mean, we're better off now, but because we did finish our population in our central office, but yeah. Next thing, I think we'll just take the growth speed bonus. That sounds really good. Also runs us down the biological path. That sounds fine. We want our population to grow a little bit sooner. Right, you've got a penalty because we were focused over here. That is nearly done, though. So that's been built. That's good. I don't know if we're going to rush anything else. That's going to be okay. Construction complete here. Habitable world survey. Yes. Definitely go ahead and start on that, please and thank you. You have... Oh, it's one of these mixed ones, which we might settle at some point, although probably not yet. I guess it's probably worth going and doing this, because it'll pay for itself and give us more minerals. That's fine. Okay. We still have to finish surveying this system, but we've surveyed the bit that we need to colonize. What I'm actually going to do first is I'm going to spend my resources upgrading. Do I want to... I guess we'll go ahead and queue them all up. That's going to be fine. It's going to burn through our minerals pretty quickly, but that's okay. Ooh. Ooh. Upgrading the lasers or unlocking deflectors early. Let's get the better at lasers right away, because we can always run with extra armor or something like that, but it's hard to compensate for just better guns. Okay, that Arctic world is huge at 22 pots. Too bad the habitability is only 40%. But the continental world, 100%. This one, 95%. That's because we have the plus 20%. It's a really, really, really powerful trait. Habitability affects happiness and caps and whatnot, so it's definitely worth checking into. So again, you're done the construction. That's okay. All right, so central office. I'm going to go ahead and... Can I queue up the colony ship? No, not yet. I did just spend a bunch of resources upgrading those energy buildings, and I regret nothing for that. We're definitely going to want the energy, and the sooner we start that, I think the better. So I think we're going to go ahead and put a cut in here at the start of our first episode. We haven't met anyone yet. Our little sensor range is expanding. Our ships... Oh, you're done. You're done your little visitation, so let's get you to bop out over here and check out... We've actually run into very few threats. I still have to investigate the alpha threat and maybe put out a research project on that. And you're going to go over here. You know what? So you're doing that. I'll go ahead. We'll start that research. That's going to be fine. All right. Well, thank you very much for watching. Hope you're going to enjoy this series. Again, I'll hopefully remember by the time this goes online to include a list of my mods down in the description box down below. Yeah, hopefully. I'm just trying to remember if... I will read them out right now, just in case I forget to put it in there. But if I do forget, just tweet at me. And I'll remember, yeah, so it's UI overhaul 1080p, color-coded pop status icons, beautiful universe 2.0, and that's that. So thanks for watching, folks, and I'll see you next time.